Everyone, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. We are in my R&D world because I thought I would finish up one of my plans for the wood harvester. In an episode a couple weeks ago, I was in my dev world just testing a couple ideas, and I ended up making basically a trailer of things, or a trailer of resource containers that just kind of hinged at the front and spread apart. I then tried to load the wood onto a trailer, or the tree onto a trailer. It didn't work. So I've come into my R&D world and I've made a new trailer, or not new trailer, but it can be used as a trailer, but right now it's as a truck. As you can see, I took the cab from the original one, which is just a simple cab, and then I put this massive thing on the back. It's got 3 resource refiners in the middle, 1, 2, 3, and then they output to these chests in the middle, which then output to the chests on the side. This piping is weird because, as you can see, this doesn't line up, and the heights are just kind of weird. So for now, that's how I did it, just up and over. To get this one to spread, I put a piston underneath each container. So this one stays on the chassis, I think. Yes. And then this one moves out to the edge of this one, that one moves out to the edge of this one, that one edge, blah, 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 all of them. And then, as soon as these go out, and this sensor isn't detecting it, the caster wheels go down just to help support the weight on the back. Yeah, and then we've got the big cutter that unfolds on the front, and it just, like I said, unfolds, kind of extends. And then the typical cab, as I said, it would have the normal center steering along with the front, but it would hit. Another thing that I changed from my original design is it only had the small wheels on the back. I put the big ones on the back instead, just for better power and weight and so on. But either way, 5 should be lights, so if I go 6, that should, as you can see, open up the blade, so I'll let that do its thing. Slowly open up and then lower down. Like so. It's now ready for cutting. And then, as I said, the back likes to stick a little bit, so I'm actually going to retract this, go up to the trees that I want to cut a little closer. I'm just going to kind of go here and then pull forwards. Alright, that finish, going back out again. Alright, I'm going to spread the back now. Hopefully this works how it was a few minutes ago. So we press 8. And it spreads out, like so. It likes to get stuck. As you can see, it's not fully retracted. I don't really know what it's catching on, but when you drive it kind of gets better. And then you can see the caster wheels are down now. Oh, there we go. Jiggle around a bit and then go back. There you go, it's back into place. The caster wheels are up and then out and down. So, let's hit 7 and see what it's like cutting some trees with this. If you haven't seen my other video testing stuff, I wanted something that I could just kind of go forwards and continuously drive without having to turn, back up, whatever. I backed up there because the tree, I wanted to make sure it didn't fall on me, but as you can see, I'm just driving forwards, the tree's all cut up. If the blades were one block higher, it probably wouldn't cut the stumps, but it would be a bit better to let the material fall through. But as you can see, just slowly move forwards. There you go, one of the resource harvesters, but the refiners are already being used. And then the containers are a little bit wider than the blades, so it's going to get caught up on a little bit of stuff probably. But I could easily make the blade wider, make back narrower, so on. But I'm going to turn a little bit so I can get the rest of this tree cut up. Or not the rest of it, but a bit more. Or I can just kind of turn a little bit so I can get these. But yeah. I just wanted to do a little video of actually testing this thing, and as you can tell, it works pretty much exactly how I wanted it to. Some of those containers have stuff in them. I want to fill them up a little bit more so that I can get a good idea of what it's like when it, collapses with them all. The first two will constantly be emptied, as we can tell by that front refiner, like I said. I'm gonna knock this tree down. And then that's going to fall towards those ones, which is good. That is very good. I'm glad that fell on that other one. I'm going to do 6 and 7 to disable that really quick. I can't really get over the hill though. So you know what? I'm just gonna push into it and see what happens. Maybe do a little bit of a time lapse so it doesn't take too long. Okay, so as a first, initial little test, I'd say that worked pretty good. In a more dense forest, in survival, and then with a little bit of work to this thing, I think this would work really well. Let's see if I can get it to retract, and then we will... yeah. Oh, come on. Almost. See if I can convince this side to retract. Just wiggle it around a little bit. There we go. Awesome. And now we've got all of the refiners collecting and breaking. So yeah. It works. Either way. Oh, other than certain things getting stuck. But aside from that, it works. So I'm happy. Maybe we'll see this in survival soon. Maybe not. It's really resource heavy. It's kind of pointless, but either way. I hope this was interesting. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.